everybody, hope you're all well and going to join me today for Fat Burn Extreme. So I'm going to run through all the exercises, 20 minutes when the music kicks on is your hard push effort, guys. So giving it maximum effort for every exercise. You have options to make it easier or harder. Work around any injuries, as I say, every week, and if something doesn't feel right, listen to your body, take it down, make it easier, or take a rest and come back in. So when you're working through your 20 minutes, you're meant to push as hard as you can till you feel that you have to stop. Then when you stop, you maybe have a little drink, recover, and then come back in and push just as hard. So this morning, I am going to be running through oblongata. I don't know even know if I said my name, so I'm Gail, if you haven't been on before. Any comments, guys, put them on and I'll get back to you at the end. But we have 14 exercises to get through this morning. So we're going to do a little small warm-up, do that with me, do the demo with me of each exercise, get yourself used to each and every exercise so you can push as hard as you can once the music kicks in. So that's when you go for hard effort, is after your warm-up and your little mini stretch. All you need is a mat. If you don't have much space, you can turn again side on in your room. Just clear anything that you might kick, don't injure yourself, and important to have a little drink at hand. Always stop and have a drink when you feel you need one. And you want to get really sweaty, heart rate up, and again, as I said, working around your injuries if you have any. So we're going to just start by a little march, so just marching. You can take this to a jog if you wish. Going to take the arms, circle the arms back, and then we're going to circle the arms forward, so big circles. Draw that tummy in tight, and you can be jogging here if you wish. Cross the hands, squeeze back, and then give me 2 forward and 2 back, walking, leading with the right leg, and then change to the left and walk forward and back. And then we're just going to do a side to side step, so taking it out nice and wide with a little squat, so we're warming up your adductors. And then we're going to do a couple of lunges forward, so give yourself space, landing heel to toe. And again, if you have sore knees, guys, don't lunge as low. And then we're going to lunge backwards, so reaching back with the back foot, coming down, reaching, and then we're going to just reach down side to side to the mat or towards the mat, and we're going to just jog it out, push the arms up, so really reach and push, dig the elbows down, push, jogging out, and taking it to slightly wider than hip width apart squat, toes pointing out. Drop the bottom down and squeeze the bottom as you come up. So we're going to take it to feet hip width apart, a couple of squats, and if you want to come squat onto toes, you can do that. Lower the squat, more you'll feel your legs warming up. So just push in, and a little bit of a dig back and a kick up to the bottom, hamstring curl. And from there, just a little twist, down towards one foot, circle the arms, down towards the other one. And we're going to just run through each and every exercise now. So I want you to do these with me, guys. So we have S and S, your first one. This is oblongata. S and S is 8 sprints and 8 squats. So as we just did, a little jog, So when you jog, take the elbows as well. You can take the feet hard, higher, make it harder, go faster. And if you're not doing a jog, the march is your easier option. And then you have 8 jogs and 8 squats, bottom down, hips out, so you can speed this up, or you can go slow and not as low is your easier option. Squat, thrust, press up. So press up of your choice, and your squat thrust can be a jump or it can be a walk. So if you're doing your squat thrust, you come down, you jump back with the tummy pulling up, back and in. And if you're walking it, it's a walk and an in. And then you do 1 squat thrust and then 1 press. So you press and push, or knee and push, and then back to your squat thrust. So it's just 1 of each, working through that. Then we have wood chop. So the feet are spread wide apart, and we just reach down one side and twist. So when you reach, come down, I try and tap outside my foot, and then I swivel round and come up onto toe to do pressure off the knee. So it's like a little golf swing, and you go one side and it'll prompt you on the music to go left or right. The opposite side, down and swivel, down and swivel. If you can't reach down, just come to where you can, but aim to come right down. So you fire up those legs, make it as hard as you can. And power squats, we have 2 squat jumps forward, we turn and we do 2 squat jumps back, and then we have 4 jacks. So you can either do a deep squat, turn, squat, squat. If you're taking out the jumps, then you might just want to walk forward and do your squats, turn around, do the same back. Then you have 4 jacks. So your 4 jacks, knees tracking out in line with the toes, either fast or slow for 4, taking out the jump, a tap out, and then so it's 4 and 2 jumps forward, 2 jumps back. Then we have jack plank. So we're down in a plank, so the tummy draws up really tight, the bottom stays nice and flat. So you're down in your plank position, and then you jump with the feet out and in. So out, in, tummy up tight. Easier option is just to tap. If you have sore wrists and you can't take the pressure on the wrist, just come down onto the elbows, and you can do the same from elbow in a jack plank. So work to your own level. And we have 1 squat, 1 jump. So we are giving ourselves space to travel. If you're taking out the jump, if you're not taking it as low, I should say here. So we are jumping and a jump, jump and up, side and up. So if you stay lower as you come across here and jump wider, it'll be harder. If you want to think of going under a rope, you could come right down under the rope and a jump, right down under the rope. So it's kind of a little swoop, and that'll make it harder on your legs. If you're taking out the jump, guys, just a reach, walk and a reach. So you can still do this even without all the jumps, but only if you have injuries, you want to make it easier. Okay, we have mountain climbers. So again, you're in your plank position, but the legs are coming diagonally. So the hands are down, you're in your plank, bottom down, and this leg is coming diagonal. So you can either tap or you can speed that up and jump from side to side. But you might need to watch you don't kick anything, so make sure you do have the space even if it means turning side on and creating space in your room. So you're going fast for that if you're going your max. And then we have up down runs. So we're just running forward for 4. So you run forward for 4, you tap the floor either one hand or 2, you run back for 4 and you give a jump or a stretch. So either run forward and tap. If you're doing one hand tap, then maybe try and go one hand then the other so that you're coming down on both sides. When you tap the floor, don't tap with the bottom up, run forward and tap. So you're coming nice and low. And then we have up, down runs and then oblique plank. So oblique plank, you're on your elbow for this and your hip is dropping down and up. So again, protection under your elbow, have a cushion at hand if you haven't got enough padding in your mat. Come down on your elbow. I'll show you the first easier option would be to be elbow directly under shoulder, knee on the ground as you lift up. The hip comes down and up, I breathe in on the down and out on the up. Harder is 1 foot in front of each other, and hardest, 1 foot on top, stacked on top of one another. Make sure your hips are above one another and your shoulders are above one another. And we do down and up. If you come over to the other side, try the same. Got my cushion at hand today and just protecting the elbow, pushing down and up, and then you can move that cushion out of the way. So optional if you have a rug or you've got extra padding. This mat is quite thin, so it hurts my elbow. So we do look after the joints, team. Okay, so we have squat throw. Squat throw is basically pretending you're throwing something over your shoulder after you squat. Easy. So we want our squat to come down as low as you can come, down to floor, and then throw. Down to floor, throw. Down and throw. So I come onto my toe, again taking pressure off my knee as I throw, just to protect my knees. Your squat, you do not want your bottom up. You want to bring your bottom down and then throw. And if you have issues with your knees, don't come as low, just protect. And then we have go agility. So a lot of jumps again, but you can take that out and just do it like a side step. So with this, it's meant to be a jump. So jump, tap, jump for 4, side to side. Harder is just a jump, landing, which I'll not be doing, and easier is just walking side to side. So you have 4 of those. Then you have 2 split jumps. So the knees, again, hardest, down, jump, back knee coming nice and low. Easier, not jumping as low, taking out the jump, tap back. So you have 4 side to side jumps, 2 of the plyo jumps, and then you have 2 squats, and then you repeat all of that. Lower your squat harder. So 4, 2, 2, I'll keep you right. Then you have toe hip sit up. So you're on the mat and your legs are lifted off the floor and you touch your hips and you touch your feet. So hip, toes. So we come hip, toes, hip. So we reach, back, back. And if it's too difficult and you can't manage, then you might want to be just reaching, reach, reach. Try and have the legs up, try and do in and out if you can. And also, know you rest whenever you want to rest. So we've only got 2 exercises left. We've got waist worker and Russian twist. So your waist worker, we are squatting to a side bend to one side with a little squat, and then we reach over the head, down and up, down and up. And then the other side, reach, So the more you bend, the harder. So not as low, easier. The more you reach across, the more of a stretch you get. So working your waist. So if you're not coming over as much, then that'll be a lot easier. And Russian sprints. We're down with hands on the mat, behind. So hands comfortable, and we want to kick. So we're kicking with the bottom lifted. So kick, kick, easier. If you're doing it with a jump, kick, 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 kick. And if you can't manage that with the bottom up, then you can maybe just do opposite taps. You can have one hand behind if you need it. That would be your easier, but try to go fast on the kicks up with the jump if possible. And that's all the exercises. Yay! So I hope you're going to give this your all. Do a little mini stretch with me here. Put your bottom back and up, chest down. Always breathe. Take it to the other leg. So you should feel warm already now. And as I said, once this music kicks in, guys, you go hard at it. Legs wide. Drop the head down. Hands to the mat or coming down towards the mat. Loose head. Bring your feet in and out. Bring yourself back up till you're at toe. And then roll up nice and slow. Take it into your waist stretch. Take your wrist or just reach up if you don't want to. Breathe in as you breathe over and over. Don't drop your shoulder forward. And then change. Breathe in, breathe out. So are you ready to go? So we want to stretch these little quads. And if you can't balance, hold on or just put your arm out. Steady yourself. Push your hip out to the front. Change sides. And squeeze. Ooh, warm already before even starting this morning. Okay, so we are going to get the music on. Feel free to have a drink before you start and just work hard, high intensity, guys, if you can. Resting as and when you need it. You don't get given rest breaks in this at all. So the 20 minutes that you work through here, you stop and have a drink or just stop and recover whenever you need it. I don't prompt you to take rests, so please do take them. If you're working as hard as you can possibly work, then you should have to stop. Making it easier to go for longer isn't the rule of the game in this one. So we're aiming to push extra hard all the way through, stopping when we need it, and having a drink also when you need it. So hope you're ready, up for it. Loads of effort, and when I give easier options, only do them if you feel that you can't do the harder option or you're working around an injury.
This is the Fatbird Extreme Obligata workout.
Okay.
Starting with S and S.
So we have 8 sprints, 8 squats, 8 sprints. So with the arms moving, then 8 squats, down and up, low squat, and faster, harder. 8 sprints with the arms or a mat if you don't want to do the jog. 8 squats, pushing your hips out to the front.
Squat thrust, press up.
Okay, so you jump back or you walk back, you come down, so you jump out and in, and then you give a press, jump out and in, and then a press, in and out, press, or walk in, walk back, and a knee press, or toe. Work it to your own means.
S and S.
Okay, back to 8 sprints, and 8 squats, so you can go fast from the beginning. Count your 8s. Go team. Woo!
thrust, press up.
Okay, back to your squat thrust. So in, out, press, in, out, press. So walk if you need to, knee press, if you can't do a full press, head in line with the spine. Breathe in when you come down on your press. Springs. Woo! Squat. Go team. Fast as you can go.
Squat thrust, press up.
Okay, same. Repeat. Woo. Yes, got it.
Wood chop right.
Okay, to the right. So we'll drop to the right side. Twist to the left. Tummy in. You can go fast. Breathe.
Power squats.
Okay. So we have 2 jumps forward, squats, travel. Are we ready? Turn, 2 back, 4 jacks, or tap outs.
Wood chop left.
To the left leaning, so down, twist. So a lot easier if you don't come as low. Try and come right down, work those legs, touch the floor, get a good twist here, touch. I'll touch 2 hands if I can to the mat.
Jack plank.
Okay, plank, elbows, or full arm, belly up, tummy up, thighs, bottom down. If you're not jumping, tap out. From elbows, your choice, or tap.
Right.
Okay, right side. Breathe. Don't hold your breath. Don't go up giddy. Stop if you feel you need to.
Power squats.
Jumps. If you're not jumping, just walk, squat. Walk, squat. Jacks, if you're not jumping, taps. 4 of each.
Wood chop left.
To the left. Go team. Awesome. Twist it. Woo. Working this morning.
Jack plank.
Okay. Tummy up, bottom down. Land light. Tap if you're not jumping.
Wood chop right.
Right side. Go team. Go. Don't need to slow if you can't come down. You can slow it down if it's too fast.
squats.
jumps, or walking squat. 2 forward, turn, 2 back. 4 jacks. Go for it now, team. Take the carpet up. Stop if you need the rest.
Wood chop left.
Left side. Leaning left. Do so good. I always breathe in as I come down. Breathe out as I twist. Keep breathing. Woo! Hold your breath, we'll go busy.
Jack plank.
Elbows or toes. Or tap. If you need a rest, have a rest. Easier, knee on the floor and tap out.
Squat, 1 jump.
That's your easiest. Okay, to the side of the jump. Jump and jump. Or jump and stretch. Walk, stretch, under the rope, up, under the rope, and jump. Loads of options. Try and jump if you can.
Climbers.
Okay, diagonal legs from your plank. I'll take it back. Okay, so we either tap or speed this up. Small taps, easier, fast,
Squat, 1 jump.
arrow. Okay, team. So if you're really going for this, give me a big jump. Wide. So the longer you jump out to the side, the higher you jump, harder it will be. Without the jump, stretch.
Mountain climbers.
Okay. Go. Rest if you need a rest in between.
One squat, 1 jump.
Go team. Yes. Give it your all. Make it. Big jump if you can. More space between the floor and your feet. Wider, higher, and faster.
Mountain climbers.
Mountain climbers. So you might want to just tap. The wider you come, harder it is. Or fast. Small taps. Fast.
Up, down, runs.
We are running it forward for 4. Run forward for 4. Tap. Jump on the back. 4 forward. Tap. 4 back. So you can speed this up. You don't have to jump, you can do stretch. You can walk.
Oblique plank left.
Left side. Elbow down. Knee down up. 1 foot in front of each other. Or foot on top. Hardest, foot on top. Keep your hip on top of one another. Down up. Rest if you need a rest.
Squat, throw.
Low bottom. Touch that mat. Ready. Down. Twist. Down. Twist. Down. Twist. Throw. Just more like a throw. A down. Throw. You're chucking something over your shoulder.
Oblique plank
Right side. Stop it pushing. Woohoo! Go. I breathe out as a push up. You can go slow or fast. Keep your bottom tucked in.
Up, down, runs.
Go team. You can touch the floor with one hand if you want, and then another hand. Woo! Go team.
Plank left.
Left. Go down up. Push hard. Reach. Push. Woo!
Squat, throw.
Go. Track. So this is different to your wood chop. Your bottom is coming down centre. Touch the floor with 2 flat hands if possible. Reach if not.
Plank right.
Right elbow down. Go. Reach up. Shoulders above one another. Hips above one another. Bottom tucked under. Woo! Hard.
Up, down, runs.
And so good team. Let's speed it up. Come on. You can walk this out if you're not jogging. You can reach if you're not jumping.
Plank left.
Let elbow down, straight into it. Quick, quick, quick. Let's not waste any time. Rest if you need it. Woo, good max. Quick swap overs. Push. Hip up. Down up. Knee on the floor if it's too hard.
Squat, throw.
Go team. Make sure you bring that bottom down. Not just the hands. Low. Doing so good. Have a drink if you need a drink. Keep going if not.
Oblique plank right.
Right elbow down. Work your obliques. The waist. Woo! Keep going. Rest, come back in if you need to. Woo! Keep it going if you can.
Go, agility.
Okay, jumps or walk, forward to the side. So, either jump, tap jump, or jump 4, then 2 split jumps, or tap backs. 2 squats, then you repeat all of that. So jump,
Toe hit, sit up.
on your bottom, down we go. Go for it. Tap. Speed this up. If you can, tap your hip, tap your feet. If you need to, you can just, if you can't manage, tap.
Go, agility.
Okay, so if you're not jumping side to side, you walk 4 instead of your jumps. If you're taking your 2 split jumps down without the jump, 2 tap backs, and then 2 squats. So, walk or jump, 4,
Toe hit, sit
Down we go. Let's move it fast. Keep chin up. Keep breathing.
Go, agility.
Okay, 4 jumps, side to side. Speed it up now. Go your max, team. 2 split jumps, 2 squats. Okay, you know it now. 4 of your choice, side to side. 2 squats.
Toe hit sit up.
Down we go. Go team. Woo! Push it. Awesome. Keep it going if you can.
Waist worker.
Okay, let's lean right. Elbows up, down, reach, down, reach. Easier, not as low, not as big stretch. Right down, push. Fast, harder.
Russian sprints.
We're down with the hands on the mat behind. Okay, I'll go harder to easier. Harder, kick, easier. Without the jump, easiest. Bottom on the floor. Go. Push.
Waist worker.
Here we go. Let's go left side. Left leg. Reach. Easier. Harder. Faster. Breathe in, breathe out. In, out. Speed up. Go.
Sprints.
Are we ready? Russian sprints. So, easier. Bottom on the floor. Easiest. Fast. Go.
Waist worker.
Up we come. Let's go to the right. Quickly. Can you go faster? Go for it. Speed up. Or slow.
Russian sprints.
Here we go, team. Get it happy, fire up. Yay. Easier. Don't forget. Tap. Make it hard. Go for it. Push through. Well done. Oh, that went really, really quick.
Fat burn extreme.
Didn't feel like 20 minutes today.
Is now over.
Okay, we're on this half bit.
Burn
So
begin.
come down. So we earn our lovely stretch. Okay, let's lie down today. We're on the mat. Lie down. Stretch out, toes, fingertips reach, small of the back, down into the mat. Oh, well done, Team 3D. If you're doing this on catch up, same thing. Hope you worked extra hard. Draw the knee into chest. You can have a bent leg if you prefer on the other leg. Draw it in and out breath. Slow your breathing down now, so nice slow breathing. Deep breath in and out. Change. Draw in on your out breath. Hold your stretch on your in. So tighter on your out. You'll feel your breathing nicely slowing down. So this is what we want. We want a double knee hug. Squeeze in and then loosen off the knee to the chest, just hold below and do small circles one way, trying to get the weight transferring right round the whole of the sacrum, the lower back into your bottom. Change sides and just roll. It always feels so good, I think, to get this little movement in. Then a tighter hug and rock side to side. So we're just rolling from one side to the other. Then we're going to take the legs down today. If you wish to make it harder, keep your legs up bent as you drop the knees. Arms out extended to the side in line with your shoulders. Palms flat. Drop the knees down on your out breath. Look away from your knees and give a little press down if you want to increase it. If you want to give a bigger stretch, knees up, push down. And you did so good. Just checking the time. Take your toe if you want to give a stretch right down the ITB band and outer thigh. Try and keep both shoulders on your mat. Try and get this foot up. The harder it is, the higher you come towards the shoulder, the bigger the stretch. Breathe through it. Such a fabulous stretch right up outer thigh area. And then we come back. So you don't have to do the straight leg. I'm just coming around to give myself space. Drop your knees down the other way and look away from your knees. If you can't get the knees together, you can stick a cushion, guys, between your knees if it's more comfortable. And then if you want to make it harder, bring your knees up. Pressing down increases that stretch. And then if you want to take it to the straight leg, you grab your toe, take the leg out and take that leg down towards the mat, onto the floor, and breathe through it. Such a big stretch, so if it's too much, stay with the bent legs. And we just breathe through it. Allow your shoulders to relax down and allow your heart rate to really slow down. Breathe. Best part of the exercise is the end at the stretch. Okay, we're going to come back up, grab your knees, bring yourself up to seated and cross your legs. So we're going to just stretch over, breathing in, lifting up, breathing out, coming across. If you do want to come down onto your elbow, you can come right down. Make sure your shoulder stays back and your opposite thigh, your hip, your bottom stays on the mat. If your bottom is coming up, then just stay in the bent leg. You want to stay grounded with both of your sit bones. Change it. Breathe in. So even just leaning over, so long as you feel the stretch, you don't have to come down onto the elbow. And we want to just give a little stretch, guys, to the quads. So we want to just lean, hip, drawing the heel to bottom and the hip pushing out to the front. There's a nice big stretcher for the front of the legs. And then change, swivel around and just grab other side, heel to bottom tight, squeeze it. And then just drop your feet, bring your feet in and drop your knees out. So lift the chest and on out breath, squeeze the knees down. In breath, hold, out breath, increase that by dropping your knees. Now your knees might be right down. If they are, good. I'm knees up, so push down and then just take the legs out, lift up and then push forward on your out breath. So you're hinging from your hip. Fold to stretch the spine, drop your head. Hands can be wherever you're comfortable. Breathe a couple of breaths here. And bring it back up. Cross those legs. If you want cushion under your bottom, guys, I know I'm running over a little bit, so hand behind your head and just draw that elbow over, head up, change. The bigger the stretch if you draw the elbow across and lift your chin up. Give a big stretch. And then for the back, stretch forward, breathe out, push forward. And then take the arms behind, push away in your out breath and lift up behind. And well done team, that was awesome. Hope you worked hard, and if you join me tomorrow for fitness Pilates, I'll be at 12 o'clock for half an hour. Go strength and stretch, so well done. Make sure you have a drink now. That was awesome. Enjoy, have a good day, and any comments, put them up. Thanks. Bye.